Whew, it is a windy one, and it's cold, and it's snowing, but it might turn to sleeting in just a little bit. And I need to address a lie that I once told on this YouTube channel, because at this point things are spiraling out of control, and I feel like the truth is the actual only solution. Good morning, Toby dog. Good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Looks like we got another, I don't know, inch or two of snow. Even if I lied, I know Toby dog's gonna still love me. Yeah, buddy, yeah. Hey, Abby dog, where were you? Were you sleeping, trying to get out of the snow? The second that Toby sees fresh snow, he immediately has to go mark it again, just as a warning to all the coyotes. And yeah, last night as I was doing the evening chores and feeding the dogs, the coyotes came out last night. So the other thing that happened last night is the door on the weird chicken coop broke. I was trying to shut it, and there's just so much snow and ice that's built up down here. Unfortunately, I had to leave their door open. I'm gonna try to build a new door this morning and replace it. For a while now, my thinking has been that I wanted a door that actually flips up so that the ice and snow buildup wouldn't be nearly as big a problem. I'll have to put that into action today. Uh-oh, the dogs are upset. What's the matter, Mr. Toby dog? Something's got your attention. I know, you guys have been active. And I think part of why the coyotes were out in full force last night is because it is coyote mating season right now here in Vermont. They're much more active, there's a lot going on. And when they're more active, the dogs become much more active too. Isn't that right, Bubba? Here you go, guys. Let me get you some fresh food. Here you go, Carmi. Have some Captain Janeway. Deb is like always the third one in the mix. And then the Silkies will come in after these guys finish. So yeah, actually Carmen and Captain Janeway are two of the oldest chickens we have on the farm. They're doing really good. There you go, have some water, it's fresh. Hey, how you doing, Lavender Brown? I'm sorry your door didn't close last night. I'm gonna fix it today, I promise. Lavender Brown is like, didn't you just establish yourself as an unreliable narrator and now you're expecting me to believe you that you're gonna finish my door by the end of this day? Let's see if I can stay honest with that one. Good morning, boys. How's it going? How are you doing? Hang on, we're gonna feed you. Oh no, and I just knocked their door off the track. So the way I built their door, I made it so that I could pull it off pretty easily if I needed to, because I knew I'd probably end up having snow problems eventually this year, and it happened to come off just at the right time. Come on, boys. Hey, behave yourself, don't overwhelm me, please. Here you go, kids. Have some hay. Oh, get down, Lauren. Lauren's like, no, I don't want hay. I know you have alfalfa pellets. Give me alfalfa pellets. The alfalfa pellets are definitely their favorite. Fresh water for you guys too. I think folks often wonder about the personalities of the goats, and Larn, who's the big guy right down here, he's most definitely the boss, and he gets kind of aggressive when he wants something. And so he won't hesitate to try to headbutt one of the other goats or one of the dogs whenever the mood might strike him. But I think the interesting thing is he's also a real sweetheart. And so if he had this kind of personality and he was like a cow or like a bull even, I would be absolutely terrified. But because he's just a dehorned weather goat, I'm not too worried about it. And yes, I could probably try to train him and get him to stop headbutting, but I'm not so sure it's worth the effort, and I don't know, I just have better things to do. Of course, if I ever end up with a goat-induced concussion, I'll probably have to eat those words. Come on, Ab, out you go. I fixed the gate. And yes, I've actually found that the goats are the only animal on this farm that can ever successfully undo this gate latch. Like, I actually love these gate latches, and I'll even leave an affiliate link for them because I think they are the best farm gate latches you can buy. Like, they're really easy for a human to operate with one hand, but they're very hard for an animal to take off. But the goats have successfully in the past been able to take it off. Good morning, birds! Yeah, we're developing quite a step up between inside the hoop coop and all the snow that's accumulating. Where are the dogs? Huh, it seems like the dogs are really focused on something that's out there. It's got like their full attention. Of course, maybe they're just alerted by the sound of the snow plows that keep driving by. Oh well, I guess I'll let them do their thing. I'll leave the door ajar so they can get in if they want to. No eggs so far this morning. Release the Kraken! The birds are like, come out on a day this windy and unforgiving? No, thank you. Actually, here's a good measure of how much snow we got. It's like another I don't know, probably just a little less than an inch. Actually, come to think of it, it's been really windy, so it's probably more than an inch, just a little bit more than an inch, but not a lot. But the thing that's been happening, which is, I'm not complaining, I'm actually very happy about this. This, like past, I don't know, couple of weeks, it seems like we keep getting these like little 1, 2, 3 inch overnight snows, which after a while, especially because it's been pretty cold, accumulates pretty quickly. If I was gonna have to state any gripe for anyone, and not that anybody cares, but the only gripe that I would have is the fact that I have to plow more regularly, despite the fact that there's not a whole heck of a lot of snow. So I guess that's my only snow related complaint. Do you guys care to join me inside? Come on, inside, come on. Toby, Abby, come. Come on, Toby. They're not coming. They actually know to respect this door pretty well, which is actually kind of a good thing to see. Come on, Bubba. Abby dog, you wanna come? Good girl. What do you think you're doing there, girl? Those are my feet, those are not food. I find beauty in this chaos. Hey Bean, you're heading in the wrong direction. You want to go that way. Just making sure that Bean finds her food. Where are you going? It's over there. She's still working on it. Let's see if we can help her. Come on, Bean, you can do it. I got faith in you. Come on, Bean. You got it. Oh, see, she found her way into the scrub. Good for Bean. Now, if you look at the snow that's built up on the side of the hoop coop, it's actually pretty significant. Like, to just give you guys a basis of comparison, I'm 5'9". I feel like it's just a little bit over me. So I'm gonna guess there's about 6 feet of snow insulating the side of the greenhouse right now. And actually, if you feel it, it's actually like a wall of ice over here. There's a couple spots that actually got ripped on this tarp, and so that's why there's a little snow that comes through. But overall, the snow actually keeps this whole structure much warmer. A lot of folks don't know this, but snow makes a tremendous insulator. And I'm actually probably stalling because I don't want to have to talk about this truth thing that I do feel like it's probably worth just putting in a video somewhere so I can point people to it. And I guess let me start it this way. So every year on our farm, one of the traditions I feel like we've established here with you guys is I put out a video on April 1st. And within that April 1st video, I will typically have outlandish things that I do or say. And I typically will make these videos in a way that's sort of tongue-in-cheek and meant to be fun. Like, you know, back like when Tiger King and like all of that was just the rage, I made a video talking about how I was gonna fire Toby Dog and instead get some livestock guardian tigers. Very soon here at Goldshaw Farm, we are gonna be getting a livestock guardian tiger. And I really shouldn't even say livestock guardian tiger, I should be saying livestock guardian tigers. Or back at the height of all the bear hoopla, I made a video saying that I was gonna actually start milking bears. There is a new animal that we're gonna be adding to the farm, and we're gonna be adding that animal primarily as a dairy animal. And the surprise plot twist is this animal is already here on the farm. So my plan right now is I actually want to start what I believe will be most definitely New England's first bear dairy, and I'm pretty sure is going to be the first bear dairy on the eastern coast. I think there's already one bear dairy out in Montana, so we won't be the first in the United States. But I do believe that we are going to be innovators when it comes to the idea of using bears for dairy. And even last year, I made a video about like installing solar panels on all my animals. Hey, would you look at that? What are you doing, Abby? Huh? Are you generating solar energy, girl? Good girl, look at that. Yeah, my dog is actually generating solar energy right now. So yeah, over the last month or so, I've been experimenting with designs, and I have built a solar panel that mounts onto my dog. And that solar panel lets me collect solar energy from my dog while she's working here on my farm. And I don't just have solar panels on my livestock guardian dog, I'm also now using solar panels on my chickens and my cattle. And again, they're just meant to be some good, harmless fun. Nobody should take them too seriously. When you see me put a video out on that day, April 1st, whatever it is, just don't trust it. Be wildly skeptical about it and see if I continue to talk about that thing in the next video. And if you never hear me reference it again, just know that it's April 1st. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, with that context in mind, There is one April video that gets way more attention than all of the other ones, and that is this video. So I really didn't want to have to make this video, but there are going to be some news articles coming out later this week about some stuff related to me and the farm. And to be quite honest, I'd rather have you guys hear it from me versus somewhere else. So over the years, there have been a number of people who have said that our farm is not a real farm, that this is all just fake and for show, and some people even saying that I'm actually just an actor. Those allegations are 100% true. Yes, I am not really a farmer named Morgan Gold. I'm actually an actor and my name is Kevin Finnerty. And yes, this entire farm is actually fake. In fact, all it is just a green screen and a whole lot of computer graphics going on here. And the Goldshaw Farm videos, they're actually all produced on a soundstage in Hoboken, New Jersey. And I know that this is gonna break a lot of your hearts, but both Toby Dog and Abby Dog are fake. All of the ducks, geese, and chickens are fake. In fact, the only animal on our farm that's actually real is Little Barn Cat. And I gotta admit, of all of my April videos, it's definitely my favorite, just because I feel like I did a pretty good job selling the whole thing. Like, you know, I'm not a good actor, but I think my acting was like not horrible. And then I think there was like actually that one special effect where I was like shooting it in my office where I have a green screen, but I made it look like I was still outside so that it looked like I was like revealing the farm to be fake. Like, I think I did a really good job with that shot. And when I made it, it was actually just as AI was starting to come out. And like, so I started to use that to make some fake images and like pretend like all the stuff was CGI. And I think overall, most of you guys got it that no, this was just totally a prank and it's just kind of a funny little goofy thing to pretend like an entire farm, which I'm on right now, is entirely fake and CGI generated. Like, Abby Dog, can you prove that you're real? She'll even let me show you the inside of her ears. Yeah, isn't that right, girl? Yeah, real dog, real geese, real chickens, real ducks. Like, it's all real here. In fact, there's too much bird poop for it all to be CGI. But that doesn't stop me from receiving emails and comments like this one that I just got the other night. And yeah, that's because that's the dilemma of April 1st videos and when you put them on YouTube. Because even though most of the people will initially see it on the 1st of April, there are going to be lots of other people who end up seeing it not on the 1st of April. But in my opinion, I feel like anytime you ever do like a tongue-in-cheek wink or like give up the joke while you're telling the joke, it's never all that funny. And so like putting some sort of disclaimer or warning label on a video just feels like the wrong approach. But at the same time, it is very funny to get those emails. But let me just go officially on the record and say that yes, that entire video was fake. I faked that video. As a rule of thumb, I will always be telling the truth about my farm. And in fact, if there's something I don't want to talk about or I can't talk about, rather than lie about it, I will just probably just not talk about it or say I can't talk about it. But anytime I'm showing you something, that is me showing you the real thing, good, bad, and ugly, which oftentimes on our farm is all three at the same time. And in some ways, it's kind of fun to just see that like I was able to pull a prank over on people and just sort of laugh. But I feel like there's another sort of darker layer to all of this, where like it really kind of shows a darker problem that our nation and society as a whole maybe has when it comes to media literacy. Like whenever you're presented with any sort of information on the internet, really anywhere, but especially the internet, because I feel like that's where most people are getting their information now, you should always, number one, be slightly skeptical. Not like aggressively skeptical, but just a little bit skeptical. Like, just don't take it all at face value. And you should always try to like check and verify something and look for a couple of other sources of that information that are not coming from the same exact source of information that you're skeptical of. So like if you see some alarming story or fact presented online in the form of like a meme or just some sort of screen capture, really then go like onto Google or whatever search engine you use and search for that thing and see if you're finding it from like other like real reputable news sources, not just that thing that your aunt just posted somewhere. Like when you're seeing that sort of thing online, you should just know that you're being duped. I mean, the other phenomena that I have become absolutely fascinated with, and I'm probably going to make a longer video essay on my second YouTube channel about this topic in the not too distant future, is the way like AI generated sludge posts keep coming up. Like for example, all of the posts that I'm showing you right now, like none of these are real, but people keep posting them and there's like thousands and thousands of people liking and reacting to them. But meanwhile, they are 100% fake. And so yeah, it's just really good to be more and more skeptical of the things that you're seeing. But if you're seeing sources from multiple places, you should also start to trust that too. And yes, this is very hard to talk about in 2025 without it getting political, but I also think it's really important for folks to be critical of the information they're ingesting and really just at least test to see, is this something real? Or is this someone just trying to score political points? Or is this just a doofus YouTuber trying to have a good April Fool's Day prank? All right, Ariel, out of the way, please. Come on, in you go, dogs. Let's go. In with the Toby dog, or with the Abby dog, now the Toby dog. Let's go. Since it's just about 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 0 degrees Celsius, the water is not really all that frozen. It's mostly just slush. You can see right here, Ariel's belly's getting big. You gonna give me another calf this spring? I'm looking forward to it, girl. I don't have any treats, so I know you might be a little disappointed by that. I mean, you can just kind of see it in how she hangs, that she's getting a calf in there. I wonder if it's gonna be a heifer or a bull. I think Anna Green Gables is looking pretty pregnant too. You know, sadly, Anne lost her bull calf, Elliott Smith, last spring, and so I'm hoping to have better luck there. And there you can see Belle. She's actually Ariel's daughter from this past spring, and yeah, she is a beautiful specimen. She's got those good macho man genetics, which is partially why I think she just looks so great. She was just really stout and healthy and vigorous. You can see her half sister, Betty Rubble, right back there. And yeah, she looks really good too. How's it going, Amanda Hug and Kiss? How are you doing? I mean, not to throw shade at Amanda, but like, I can just tell looking at them side by side, like Amanda's about 4 years old and Betty Rubble is about 9-10 months old. And just, I don't know, you could just see just in their body condition and how they carry themselves that just, she looks really good. And then here's my boss cow, Audrey. How are you doing, girl? Audrey actually lost her bull calf too. Poor little Prince. This is the first calf ever born on the farm. Now I'll probably feed the cattle some more hay later today, but I'll wait for it to stop snowing first. That way I can do the driveway and the hay at the same time. Just be a little bit more efficient with things. Come on, Abby dog, come on, Toby dog. It's windy and I don't want to be out here. Let's go. Plus I have a new chicken door I have to build. Now I think I'm only gonna build a temporary door today because I already planned to replace the floor inside that coop when I move the weird chickens out. And I actually start hatching some goslings. And so I was planning on some repairs anyway. And given how much snow and ice is built up down there, I don't think I'm gonna actually get a good, perfect measurement. And so my goal today is to just simply build a temporary plywood door to keep them from being too cold and drafty. 26 by 17, don't let me forget that. All right, let's figure out how to make the dimensions of this. 17. Oh wait, I can't believe I just forgot the number. But that's actually secretly why I said it on camera. Let's go back and check the tape.
26 by 17.
I'm cutting freehand because this only has to last me until spring. There's actually a crow up in that tree. And it's got Abby's attention, so that's what she's barking at right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's zoom in a little bit. See it up there? Definitely has Abby's attention. Of course, I gotta put my attention to fixing this door. Of course, one downside to doing winter farm repairs, there's like never anywhere good to put your stuff. Like most of it's just sitting in the snow. It's really annoying. So I think I first built this door 5 years ago. I had to do one repair on it, I don't know, about a year or two back. And I knew after that, I'd probably have to replace it. Now, if only I'd thought to replace it in the fall. Now we've removed the remnants of the old door. Now this is really thin plywood because this is just what I happen to have on scrap. Let's fasten this guy to the top of the board, just like so. This is going to be an extremely ugly door. Just be forewarned. Like I said, it just has to get me through spring. There we go, flappy flappy. There we go. That will do for now. I told you guys it wouldn't be pretty, but I do need to build a little catch to make sure it can stay up while they're inside. And now we have a weird chicken door. Yeah, I actually kind of like this design. I think when I replace it with a real door, I'll probably end up trying to do a better job, but actually using a very similar design. What are you doing, Abby? Looks like something's really got your attention. I wonder what it could be. Huh? Tell me, what is it? What's got your attention, huh?